You guys seriously need to play this game. It is wonderful. It is probably I think it's $7.50, I'm pretty sure. 19 cents, I think, actually. Um, it is fantastic. The game is called Captured 2. It is so amazing. The music, the score, the scares, all of it is wonderful. And I played the first one. The first one was great, but the second one was phenomenal, at least in my eyes. When it comes down to it, for me personally, what I've been looking at is the overarching story, the overarching idea. It's wonderful. It's amazing. It's scary, and it kept me on my toes, and I wanted to play more. I wanted it to be longer, but it wasn't, and I'll tell you this, golly, was it good. And before I get into more or less the spoilers of Capture 2, I want to talk about what Capture 2 is about. Capture 2 is about this girl, Emily, who somehow gets lost in a different point in space and time in her house. Somehow gets lost. And the only way she can communicate with people, her family in particular, her dad and her sister, is through videotapes. And so you have to continuously walk through this house for, I think it's 3 days in Capture 2. And you just need to notice, quote unquote, anomalies. And that could be like the drawer instead of, the dresser being placed in the hallway, it's upside down in the hallway. Stuff like that. It's wonderful. It's simple, but it does sometimes make you feel crazy. It makes you feel crazy. I'll tell you that much. Yeah. Um, but it's fantastic. So in the second one, you go through 3 days. The first day, pretty standard. A couple of scares here and there. You got this phone creature that just chases you down the hall, and if you don't get into another room, it's gonna kill you. And it's got other entities in the game that are, their main goal is to stop you from finishing the loop. And per day that you do, if you don't find all of the anomalies in the loop that you're in, it starts down back to zero. In the second one, they did start this new thing that I thought was kind of cool. A sanity meter that if you go in and it says, oh, you can choose either to eliminate all of it or your sanity is going to drain faster and you'll keep half of what you found. I like that. A little extra challenge. I think that's sick. I love it. 10 out of 10 for me. Probably like an 8 out of 10 for me personally, because the sanity meter is nuts. But that's not the point I'm trying to make here. It's so cool, in my personal opinion, going through each room and each hallway just to see if there's something different, if there's writing on the wall, if there's an electrical problem. And a lot of the times when you see a room, sometimes it's going to be an entirely different room. It's going to lead to like a pool area. I did not like that area. I'll tell you that much right now. Not a fan. And it could be entirely different rooms. It could be, you know, like the lights could be up, like these Christmas lights could be up in your sister's room. So it's anomalies like that. But each day that you progress, so day one, I think you got like a few rooms. Day two, you got one more room. Day three, you've got all the rooms that you can unlock. Your dad's room, your dad's office, the laundry room, and stuff like that. It's great. And it always also gives you, when you go to the first day, um, it will give you like one round to go through and just notice like how the house is supposed to be set up rather than what the anomalies are supposed to do, which I like because it gives you more of an understanding of what it's going to be looking like, you know. So if you do see something out of place, you're like, wait, that doesn't feel right, and you can scan it, and it will label it, and then not label it. It will pull up like, oh, this is an anomaly. And then you can label it like an item, electronic, a room, a missing room. There have been missing rooms. And I like that. So it's kind of like an investigation game, which I like. All right. But now I gotta be real with everybody. We're gonna get into the spoilies, a little bit of the spoilies. Um, so now's your time. If you want to turn this off, you absolutely can, and I won't say anything. Are you gone? And for those of you that have stayed here, I would assume you have played Capture 2 or you just want to know the overarching story. So here it is: grief and loss. You realize as you go through these liminal spaces in time that you're forgetting something. Emily's forgetting her mom, and she slowly starts to forget a lot. And it turns out there's this company that and it's a type of antidepressant, but what it does is it actually uses the convergence is what they called it, and it takes the energy from the convergence and puts it into our world. And sometimes when they use the inhaler for the antidepressant, that's their form of getting the antidepressant, is this inhaler. You sometimes go into the convergence, and Emily's in the convergence, and she's slowly forgetting her trauma. But with her forgetting her trauma, she's forgetting the person that, not necessarily caused the trauma, but is the source of that trauma, her mom. I haven't had a game touch me like this in a long time. I actually cried a little bit, and I'm not afraid to admit that. If you got a problem with it, I don't know, do something about it. Because I'm not. I'll cry. I don't care. I cried a little bit on stream, though. It touched me in a way that, I was just like, holy cow. That was awesome. Because at the end of the game, when you're talking to the shadow creature that's supposed to be helping you and helping you forget this, Emily speaks out and says, but you made me forget my mom. She didn't just forget the trauma of what happened to her mom when her mom died. I probably forgot to say that earlier. I do apologize. But she is upset because she forgot all of the other good memories with her mom. And it just sucks. It sucks when you realize that sometimes, when it does come down to it, sometimes we do try to block out things, and sometimes we can't remember things when it comes to traumatic experiences that make us sad. But at the end of the day, I think it's a beautiful, wonderful thing that we have that. We have that grief. We have that sadness when we remember these people that we've lost in our life. In that game, it hit me. It hit me hard. I was crying. The music was wonderful. And, the creator at the end of the game stated that he lost his aunt and he was really close with his aunt. And this was a way to help him, not necessarily cope, but this was like a way that is like always tell your loved ones that you love them. Always let them know. But also when they go, it's gonna be hard, but that's the price we pay for loving. That's the price we pay for having people we care about. And I thought that was really powerful. I thought the whole game was really powerful. And we may or may not be going on a side tangent, but genuinely, play it on story mode. Do something like that. It's great. It's a great game. I think it's wonderful. I think it's magnificent. I fell in love with this game from the first one. The second one just completely left me in awe. And I'll say it 1,000 times over. If you haven't played Capture 2, you should play Capture 2. It's one of those games that I just can't get enough of. I can't get enough of that ending. The music, the feelings, how upset Emily is that she hasn't just forgot what the horrible thing that happened. I think it was a car crash, but she forgot her mom. Period. She never wanted to do that. She wanted to feel better from what happened. She didn't want to forget. And genuinely, guys, if you got 17, not 17, that's wrong. $7.19 laying around, go get it. Go get it. It may not be an incredibly long experience, but man, I would pay that amount over and over again just to feel that way that I felt at the end of the game. So go play it. Don't wait. Go play it. And let me know what you think if you do end up playing it. Or if you have played Capture 2, talk to me. Communicate with me. Let's chit chat about it a little bit, you know? Let's talk. Um, like, comment, subscribe. You know how it is, guys. I appreciate anybody who watches this video. It's great. It's fun. I like talking about these things. And Capture 2. It's a game everyone should play. Look into it. Goodbye.